Hi everybody, welcome to my kitchen. Look at these beautiful strawberries. I'm going to make a strawberry cake roll today. Okay, there's a little bit of preparation to this cake roll. So the very first thing you need to do is have a jelly roll pan. It's like a baking sheet with sides. You want to take a piece of parchment paper. Okay, you just spray both sides of it with Pam and kind of paste it into the bottom of your baking sheet. Then you can just set it aside and we're ready to look at the ingredients. There are two parts to this recipe, and the ingredients for the cake part are 3 large eggs that come to room temperature, 1 cup of sugar, and 3/4 of a cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This is lemon extract. We're going to use 1 teaspoon of it. And last of all, 1/3 cup of water. Okay, let's start making the cake. I'm going to first of all crack the 3 eggs into my electric mixer. Make sure your eggs are room temperature. We want to beat them for 5 minutes about until it's very thick. And you can beat them on high. Five minutes is up. I'm going to check to see if the eggs are thick. Oh, and they're nice and thick and yellow. So now I'm going to add the 1/3 cup of water and 1 teaspoon of the lemon extract. That's going to give nice flavor to the sponge cake. Stir that in a bit. Not much. Okay, I'm going to pull over the dry ingredients now, and we're going to add those right into the egg mixture. This is the flour and the sugar, the salt, and baking powder. Get those all in there together. I got this recipe from Pinterest. I've always wanted to make a strawberry cake roll. Never made one before. I've made jelly rolls before. Hope it turns out. It looks like it's mixed. I'm going to bring over my prepared pan. And we're just going to pour batter into the shallow pan. Looks like the pan is huge, but hopefully it's going to rise up. I've preheated my oven to 375. Just going to smooth this out all over, and we hope it rises up. Give it a little shake here. There we go. There we go. All right, let's get this into the oven. It's going to take only 12 to 15 minutes. You just want it done in the center. While your sponge cake is baking, there's another preparation step to make. You want to get out some powdered sugar. About 1/2 cup I've measured out. You want to take a kitchen towel, a nice clean one, kind of spread it out, one that's going to fit your cake, and you lay it out on your counter, and we're going to actually spread the powdered sugar over this towel. We do this because when the cake comes out of the oven, we're going to put it on here, and hopefully it's going to go off on one piece. Alright, now we just wait for the cake to be done. Okay, I think it's ready to come out. I want to double check. Ooh, looks like some of it got a little toasty on the side. Not very pretty, but it'll work. Really thin. Let's see what happens. It looks like a little thin cookie. Never made it before, so hopefully this is what it's supposed to look like. It says to loosen up the sides and the, oh my. Here we go. Good thing there's parchment paper. We can always cut off the brown spots. Maybe I should have used a smaller pan, but this is what it called for, so we're gonna be positive. Okay, now this is the tricky part. I have to flip this onto our prepared cloth. So here we go. Ready? No! Let's get this back on here. That was not supposed to happen, I know that. Maybe I should do it a different way. 1, 2, 3. There, I did it. Yay! I want to peel off the parchment. So far, so good. Do I cut off the brown or not? Let me see. That might be good to have a little crunch. Okay, so now, the reason we have the powdered sugar on is because we're going to roll it up from the narrow side. We want to do this while it's warm, so I guess I'll start on this side. Get that crunch in the middle. All right, there we go. Now we're going to let that cool for just a little bit. Take a pint of strawberries and just cut the tops off, and we're going to slice them. Very simple. Be sure to leave some for the top for decoration, but you want to get them all sliced like this because we're going to lay them on top of the whipped topping. I've already done a bunch, so we're just going to add these to it and leave some hole for the top. Now we wait. I believe the cake is cooled enough for the next step. I'm going to unroll it and see what happens. Okay, very gently. It should have taken the shape of a roll. Looks good so far. Oh my. Okay, well, except for that little piece. I'm just going to remove this, and I'm going to roll it back up. Easy peasy. Now, it says in the recipe to wrap it in saran and refrigerate. So we can do that. Very gently, you want to put it in there so it doesn't lose its shape. And let's just refrigerate it for a short while. If I can find room. It's the following day, and I took out the cake roll from the refrigerator. I'm a little disappointed in the width of it, but we'll work with it. I just took my beater and my bowl out of the freezer because the next step is going to be whipping the cream. And you want your utensils to be really, really cold. So we're going to whip a 1/2 cup of whipping cream is all. I've got this really cool little jug of whipped cream. So I'm going to pour a 1/2 cup of it out. It's really, really thick. I've never seen one like this before, so it'll be interesting. Wow, it's gonna be great. All right, now I'll pour it in here. If it's not enough, we can make more. It smells good. All right, let it, whoa. That's whipped. Let's check to see if it's whipped. Whipped. Yum. All right. Anybody want a lick? That's really good. It is good and ready, nice and thick. So we'll just pop this over here. And now is the tricky part. I'm going to unroll the roll. It's all wrapped up in saran wrap, but hopefully, I should really put something underneath here. All right, let's try this again. Oops. All right, we'll get rid of that. Well, we've got some edges to get rid of. All right. The sponge is not very thick. I think the next time I would make it in a smaller pan, but let's give it a try. We want to put the whipped cream all over the sponge cake. I think I'm going to cut the ends, the crispy ends off of this to make it a little more attractive, if that possibly can be. This is my first time doing this, so hopefully it will taste good anyway. Okay, that looks like the end of the whipped cream. Again, make use of my finger. All right, let's try this. The next step is the strawberries. As you see, I've sliced them all, and we're just going to put them all over the whipped cream. Might be good. Got the strawberries on the whipped cream. Now I'm going to re-roll the roll. I think I will start from the funny looking side and just kind of roll it, I guess. Not so tight, nice and loose. There it is. Okay, I'm cutting off the ragged edges. I guess it's still kind of ragged, but this side looks better. So let's take a look at this side. That looks yummy. Okay, I'm going to shove that back in. I've got a nice long plate here. I'm putting powdered sugar on the plate just to avoid the stickiness. Then I will attempt to get this over there without losing too much of it. Oh, we lost a little bit, but not too much. I think I can. All right. So far, so good. I'm going to use this to sprinkle powdered sugar all over the top. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to take some leftover strawberries and just kind of lay them on the top. Make it look a little festive. Strawberry cake roll. May not look like the Pinterest picture, but close enough. Okay guys, the Schnecken Beckons. This time we made a strawberry cake roll. It turned out okay, I think. Let's try it.
Looks great.
Yummy.
I'm excited.
That's real good.
What do you like about it?
Super sweet and soft.
It's hard to pick up. It's hard to pick up.
That's okay.
It's delicious.
This is really good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So this might have to be my new birthday cake. This looks like something I would like to have.
Teach you how to make it.
That is really good. Nice and light for summer.
It looks really pretty, has beautiful swirl. I'm excited to try it. Yeah, I agree. It's really nice and fresh and fruity. Cake is nice and light. I love it. Delish.
It's really good. The sponge is really good.
Does it? Can you
The
taste
cake?
the lemon extract in it a little bit?
Yep. Yep. It's just a little bit. It's good. It's really good.
I'm so ready for this. Everyone else used a fork.
Oh no. Oh, that's why they use a fork.
I should have done
Creamy.
It's in your beer.
He really knows how to make a mess. Well, it rolled really nicely. I was a little disappointed in the height of the cake, but I used a really fancy whipped cream, so maybe that helps.
It's good.
That wasn't that convincing.
Okay,
Take two.
take two.
Oh, we're still rolling.
Well, I give it a Pinterest thumbs up. It's really good, and I really like the lemon in it.
You didn't give a good reaction to it. How can it be that good?
I love it! It's so good! Okay, let me eat this in peace.
Oh, there's nothing, Molly.
Jack doesn't know what he's missing here.
Seriously?